team, day 7 of your ab challenge. Are you still with me? Are you enjoying this? Keep the questions coming, off we go. So, we're on the floor, knees bent, legs parallel, shoulders relaxed into the floor, and we've got those hands around the sides of the head, elbows wide. Remember those options of holding the mat if you need to modify. Are we ready, team? We start with that ab crunch, lifting up. Go away, baby. Another set of 8. Lift and lower. So remember all those pointers. As I come up, I'm shortening the muscles from the rib cage to the pubic bone. And if we're thinking about the breath, I'm exhaling as I lift, inhaling as I lower. We have that side reach, so I come up, reach, center. Other side, up, reach, center. Small lift, and I'm not coming up really high here. It's just a small controlled lift of the head. We have 4 more. So I could come up higher for the upper back and shoulders, but the risk then is that I start to pull and strain on the fibres of the shoulders and the upper back, and that's not the intention here. Okay, 1 more of these, and then we're going to move into that pulse crunch to the side. Do you remember that? We have 3, 2, 1, and pause. So I'm not letting the head come down now, and pause. 3, 2, 1, 3. Now I'm going to finish that off with some little pulses. 8, 7, 6, elbows wide, back for the neck line. Singles, lift, lift. 4 more in set 1. Okay, we have another set of 8 here. So we're looking at technique and form. Feet relaxed in the trainers, hips level, shoulder blades wide. 4 more before we start to look at those obliques. Are you ready to reach across to your opposite thigh? So we come across, center, across. So as we're doing this, remember there's a pivotal movement through the shoulders, but the pelvis stays nice and steady. We have 4 more here. So the head's staying up, but there's an element of support to my head. Okay, so I'm going to take this into a pulse. 3, 2, 1. Return. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. 1 more. Do you remember those pulses at centre? That's here. So remember, you could always bring the head down and have a little break here, or you could use that mat to support your head. 4 more. Okay, Tim, we're going back to the slow rhythm of the crunch. So I come up and down. Remember, if you're more advanced with your practice, you might decide not to let the head rest. So I'm not actually bringing my head down to the floor. But if we're in the early stages of learning to work the abs, you might need that rest. We have 8 more. So as we move into the second set, remember we should start to experience that fatigue in the abs. That's fine, perfectly normal to get a bit of lactic acid build up in those abs. I'm going to reach down the side. So I come up, reach, centre, down, up, reach. So remember this is round 2, and what we're trying to do here is create a global workout for the abs. So not just the rectus abdominis, but the internal and external obliques. We want to have a little look at transverse abdominis, and of course we don't want to really neglect that back either. 1 more like this. Now we take up that tempo to a pulse. I'm still supporting my head. 3, 2, 1. Now it actually helps if you follow the exercise with your eyes. So I'm looking down the outside of my leg as I work. 3, 2, back to centre, I pulse. Head resting heavily in the hands. Shoulders wide. Remember, if that jaw starts to ache, pop the tongue into the back of the teeth. 4, 3. Back to singles. So I'm lifting up and down. Lots of control in the movement. Remember, you don't want to hold your breath. So you're exhaling on the lift, inhaling on the lower. Try and keep that hold light around your head. 8 more. Squeeze, lengthen, shorten and tighten. Remember, as you're pulling up, you don't want to push that belly button upwards, you want to pull it inwards. So it's concave, not convex. Are you ready for that rotation? We go across and back. 4 more. Okay team, do you remember that pulse that comes in here? I'm going to work over to the outside. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 1 more. Now do you remember that elbow to knee? That's going to come in here. So I'm going to drive across and back. Across and back. Cross and cross. 4 more. 3, 2. I'm going to go back into those pulses, head resting heavily in the hands. 4 more. Okay, let's bring those legs up. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift the bottom, lower. Keep the shoulders wide. Squeeze. You might not get a great big movement here. I don't think I lift particularly high, but I can feel it working through the low belly. 4 more. 3, 2. I'm going to cross those ankles and pulse. 8, 7, 6. Remember, if you want to take a breather and you want those legs on the floor, that's fine. Switch ankles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now we're going to take it into a little bit of Pilates inspired work. So I'm going to rest the head and neck, rest the arms. If you're worried about your back, we can support. I'm going to extend the legs. Hands can support that way, abs are pulled in tight. I'm going to grow or draw the legs together. And then we're just going to come down to the point where you feel your abs bite. So I want this to be about abs, not lower back. Keep squeezing. So we should never come down below 45 degrees. At this point, I can feel a lot of work in my abdominals. I'm looking for you to do the same. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees in, and we're done. Well done. You're done. Excellent work. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on day 8. Keep up the good work, team.